On today's video, I install a rebuilt carburetor and work on a cooling system. Hello everybody, my name is Patrick and this is Dad Life Projects. Today, I'm going to be putting on a rebuilt carburetor on the 1961 Dodge Dart Pheonix and also working on the cooling system, putting in a thermostat, new hoses, flushing out the radiator, and replacing the antifreeze. Alright, let's get to work. Alright, let's see what we have here. I have my coolant, I have my rebuilt carb right there, hoses, there's a thermostat in there, a new radiator cap, of course fire extinguisher, some purple power there so I can clean it up a little bit. So let's get the first thing going here. First thing I want to do is I am going to scrape off the old gasket here. Okay, that was not what I wanted to do. Alright, now let's see if I can get that out of there. There we go. Got me my trusty scraper here. Let's see if we can get this old gasket off. I'm going to go ahead, use the purple power here on top. I'm going to just try to get some of this off of here because it's pretty grimy. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry, or not dry, but I'm gonna let it take most of the grease off. You can already see, if you can, it's working pretty good. When I started it last time, I didn't know this, but my oil filter was loose. So it squirted out a bunch of oil, or not a bunch, but some. So I'm gonna get it tight with my hand, so hopefully I won't lose any more. Alright, I'll wait a few minutes, and you're not supposed to let this dry on there. So I'm going to go ahead and rinse it off, see what I can get off of it. Alright, I'm going to take some of my rags here. It's got some of it, but man, there's some crusty stuff on this thing. Let's get this out quickly. Oh yeah, I don't think anything went down it. Let's clean that up. I'll probably get a, later on I'll get my pressure washer out here. But I just want to see if I can get this thing running, the new carburetor and everything else. Here's the gasket. And here's the freshly rebuilt carburetor. No. I don't know why they gave me 2 gaskets. I guess I should have asked, but I'm just gonna run the one there because it doesn't go down far enough to get screws on there. There we go. I guess maybe different applications would need it. That's all I could think. It's kind of weird that the back ones are Allen heads. I don't know if it came like that, but I think I'll probably just end up replacing it with some studs later on. But I'll go ahead and put them in and tighten it down. I don't know, it's just weird. I just don't know why they would do that. When you tighten these up, you don't need to wrench them that hard. This is like cast steel, and it'll just break off. It's soft. So what I do is I snug them up first, and then I'll just do a couple more turns just like that, and then I'll crisscross. Because that's the last thing you want to do is break off a corner on these. There we go. Doesn't this carb look a million times better than it was before? I got it done here in Ventura. I will leave the contact information in my description. So, if there's anybody here and is watching me that's in Ventura and needs a carburetor done, they are the best. I have to go look and see if I can find me a spring. Alright. I got my gas tank over there on. I got the fuel line hooked up. I got my remote starter switch. I think we're about ready to start to see if we can get this thing running. Let me go ahead and turn on the ignition, and we'll try. And of course, carburetor starting fluid. Hopefully, we won't need that. I don't know if you could tell. It's leaking gas right there. That's what it was doing before, but it wasn't, you know, like as bad, but pretty sure it's not supposed to do that. Take it back to the rebuild shop and see if we can figure this out. I got the carb back. I took it back to the guy who rebuilt it for me, and he did it for free. He fixed it and everything when it was leaking there. And I asked him, I said, well, why was it leaking? And he goes, well, because there was a piece of trash that got into it. I said, trash? Well, I thought to myself, I said, well, I know my gas tank was clean, the little red one, and also I put a brand new filter on it. Well, I decided to look at that filter that I put on there, and let's see if you can get that here. You can see it looks like it's all, it might be plastic, or I'm sorry, rubber, and I'm gonna say it's the diaphragm from my fuel pump. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna change that, and I'm gonna put this brand new one in here I got from Amazon. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and put a brand new filter on this, and then I'll start to change out the fuel pump. I guess you can see there's a little bit of a difference there. Alright, let me go ahead and put the new one in. Alright, I got that in there. It was a little more difficult than I thought it would have been, but I still got it in. I'm going to go ahead and start hooking up all the fuel filter, or the fuel line, fuel filter, and the other line right there that goes into my little gas tank. So I wanted to show you guys that I actually, this time, I put two fuel filters this time, just in case. This one is going from the gas tank before the fuel pump, and this one's after the fuel pump. So hopefully there will be no more problems. Okay, so yeah, okay, stop. Alright guys, I want to show you this. I don't know if you can tell, but I have a pretty big leak. I've tried tightening it up. I think it's the right there at the right here at the end right here at the fuel pump. I think I got a bad fuel pump, but it might be this. I'm gonna try to get a barb for this later, and so I could just put a hose to it instead of this metal one. Could be just this connection right here is bad, but I don't know. It's a pretty crazy leak there. So this is gonna end it for this video. I know it's gonna run. You can see the fuel pump did work. It is, and the fuel is really clear coming up in both. But I'm going to call it on this one. I'm going to get that fixed, and then I'm going to try it again. Well, it was bad fitting on the pump. I'm going to send the old one back, and I'm going to get a new one from Rock Auto. And actually, I'm going to get a Carter one. So hopefully it'll work better. So with that being said, check out my next video Saturday morning. Also, follow me on Instagram and Facebook at Dad Life Projects, or email me at dadlifeprojects@gmail.com. And since you're here, why don't you go ahead and check out these two videos here. Also, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And also, any project you do, you are the project manager. Thank you.